Welcome everyone, Sexy Zach W here, racing on iRacing.com. I just joined over the weekend. Be a few days ago I raced in a few races. This is my fourth race. I think this was the fourth race I was in. This is pretty much just a test to see how well the video quality is, how well the audio quality is. Nothing particularly exciting happens in this race, but I'll try to make this as enjoyable for everyone watching, iRacing fans and non-iRacing fans alike. I'll try to talk about some things I learned in the few races I completed over the weekend. There's a lot of things you can pick out of this video, I think. Mistakes I made, mistakes other drivers made. This was, like I said, this was the fourth race I ran in. This is the rookie street stock series at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sorry about the black cars. You can see I think my game was only rendering 3 vehicles at a time. So I think that's my system's problem. So here we are, getting ready to go at the green. I'm terrible at figuring out exactly when to put the pedal to the metal. I don't want to smack anyone in front of me, which I did in a few races. So as you can see, I just kind of lay back. Don't want to get into any real trouble. See, off the bat, I almost lost it there. I'm really not good at running the high line. And see, right away, we're going to get to the first turn and people are wrecking everywhere. You get another view of it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars involved. This was an 18-car race. This is the biggest one I've competed in so far. I started 8th. Running about there right now. I got some space around me. This is a really great track to start off on. This is the only racetrack I've raced on so far. You can just put your foot to the gas the whole time around, which is nice. These street stocks only max out about 140. There's someone's off the track. Really, I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to be safe, get my safety rating up. That's really I'm particularly concerned about. But I do have that instinct in me that makes me really want to race hard. It's really hard to contain that and not overdrive the car, to not slam into anyone else. I've wrecked in every race I've driven prior to this one, and try to do my best here to stay out of any accidents. You can see it's already getting pretty dicey up ahead. There's someone lost it, so I lay off the gas. Thankfully, that dude's able to save it, sorta. No real collateral damage, although you did just hear him smash into the inside of the retaining wall. So another position for me, I guess, is fine. No one's running with me too hard. Basically, I'm just focused on running the best possible laps I can. The only thing I am bad at about this track is the dogleg on the front stretch. I just can't run the high line there. I just don't have a good judgment of where the wall is, I guess. But I mean, I've only been racing for 2 days now, I think. Sorry about that. At a few points, my sound driver stops working, and I had to make some quick edits. Actually, in another race I ran in, my sound driver pooped out on me in the middle of the race, and I had to finish the race with no sound. That was not enjoyable. At this point, I'm pretty content, just kind of running circles around the track. I think I am starting to catch up to a few people here. Man, I really hate those stupid black... I wish it would just load all the cars. That's too bad it doesn't. I think that's just my machine. I'm running iRacing on a Mac. And here things get scary. I mean, those guys are going way off the course, so I'm able to just lay off the throttle, and he's into it, but that guy didn't slow down, and there I go into the wall. So I did everything I could to avoid that accident. The guy behind me didn't slow down enough and ran right into me. I probably could have stayed a little higher. Honestly, I didn't know he was coming behind me. I was focused on what was going on up ahead. That's the hardest part, really, is about these races. Is you just there's always incidents going on. These are difficult to control, and being aware of your surroundings, even when you're driving in real life, is more important than anything else you're doing. You can see, I think that's the guy that hit me behind me, a couple other cars coming in from that wreck, and I'm stuck here for about a minute as the tow, basically it's simulating the tow truck towing me back to my car, my pit stall, and I don't know what's going on there. See, that's what I'm saying, there's crazy stuff going on all the time. In these rookie races, but most of them you can avoid. That one I was just involved in, it wasn't totally my fault. I mean, it really wasn't my fault at all. I did everything I could to ease up, but the guy behind me that smacked into me just kept going hard, and you can't do that. But that's what the rookie class is for. You live and you learn. I'm not particularly concerned with winning. I'm upset that was a pretty bad wreck that happened. And now the worst part of this is now this guy right behind me here, I think is in second place right now. I'm not sure. I missed the call at the top now, but or maybe he was the leader. I'm not sure. But basically, I'm running with. I'm a lap down now, and the cars right behind me are the leaders. So they are faster than me, and they will catch up to me very soon, which is unfortunate for me. As you I'm 15th right now out of 18, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of other wrecks, and I'll move up. I think that's really how you win, or how you do well in these early races. You just have to avoid accidents and be consistent. Consistency and playing it safe are key. So now here I am. I want these guys to go past me. They're much faster than me. You can see one in my mirror, my side view mirror there, which forces me to run the high line, which I am not good at. I know that's a flaw. I know it's something I need to work on. So I guess if anything, this is giving me practice running the high line. I'm actually pretty far up there. And they got past me just fine. So that was fine, dandy. Those guys are second and third in the race right now, and there's just, there's no reason for me to try and race with them when I'm a lap down, and these guys are driving their butts off, competing. Here's another one, another two coming up behind me. So I'm going to let this go by ahead. Most drivers on the service so far, I've only raced in a few races, but a lot of them are courteous. They are knowledgeable about how to drive. Unfortunately, a few aren't. I am just not good in this dog leg. I did okay right there. See, we're on lap 12 now, I think. The ticker might be a little slow. It might be lap 13 now. At this point, I'm just concerned about letting everyone else go by me, because I'm stuck around all these cars that are a lap ahead of me, you know, trying to compete. Even now you can see, oh, I got real close right there. And all kinds of stuff is going on in front of me. Oh boy. Yeah, I got real close to the wall back there. It's, I'm just not good at judging that yet. Don't have enough experience. And I really just wanted those guys to drive by me. Don't want to get in any unnecessary accidents. So now, I mean, most of the race, wow, that is just close. That is just real close to that wall. So I guess this race was good experience for me running the high line. So now the 7 car is not on the lead lap. So, okay, here's an example of not courteous driving. The 7 car, that's the white car on the screen here, is not on the lead lap. The other driver in front of me, number 13, I think, I don't know, he is on the lead lap. And this white car is slower and a lap behind him, and he's just getting in this dude's way, which is unfortunate, you know, for that dude. And you can see he's kind of sliding all over the place. Actually, he got off the track right there, and I'm faster than him too. I'm forced to also take the high lane, which is extremely difficult. So right here I just duck below him because I am faster than him. And there's something going on up ahead. You know, see, that's where he should be racing. Thankfully, there wasn't a problem, and that could have easily been a dangerous situation. And there, someone else goes flying in, and I lay off the throttle because I didn't want to deal with that. But again, I mean, I can't believe how many accidents I saw during this race. I wonder how many other ones there were that I didn't physically witness while I was driving. But now I like where I am. I can run the low line, get some good laps in. Don't have to worry about staying high anymore to try to get out of the way. All the faster cars are past me. So I think I did a pretty good job of getting out of everyone's way. And as you can see, I'm running 10th now. That's okay. That's about midway. That's about where I was finishing in my other races. I'm okay with that. I'm not in that. This guy loses it here, and I lay off, and this got real scary for a second, because now you can see he lagged a bit there. Now I know this guy's flying behind me, and he's going to try to pass me, and that could have been more dangerous. As you can see, I'm going high. I just want to let him go. Now this other car, who I think is on the lead lap, comes in. See, things were all fine and dandy for a few laps, and then just like that. See, I slowed down so much that all these other cars behind me were able to close the gap. And I just want to get out of their way. And I think this is the last lap here too. And here's an example of that dog leg. I just wasn't... That was just stupid on my part. I was too focused on trying to let everyone pass, and that was the finish too. I could have... It was just an unnecessary incident to add to the race, but that's okay. So I finished 9th. 2 laps down. Only 6 cars finished on the lead lap. My iRating went up 1 point from 1264 to 1265, which I can't believe someone's wrecking all over the place right now. What are these people doing? What is that car doing? I don't know what's going on. My safety rating did go up from 266 to 270, so I was happy about that. That's what I was most concerned with. Wish it could have been a little higher, but overall, I think this was a pretty good race. There were some important lessons that I learned, and hopefully some other drivers learned too. So, thank you for watching.